The blazing summer sun is here, and with it, the threat of skin cancer. Skin cancer affects 1 in 5 Americans, and more than 1 million new cases are diagnosed each year. But doctors say it remains one of the most preventable cancers. Dr. Marta Rendon of Boca Raton Regional Hospital joins us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Marcia.
Now, there are so many different types of sunscreens. Is it true that SPF 50 is the same as 35, or what's really the best kind to use?
Well, I think the most important thing is to use a sunscreen that's broad spectrum, that covers UVA and UVB. So, and it depends on your skin type. The difference between a 35 and a 50 is 5%. So that's why we recommend, if you're going to use a sunscreen and you're olive complected, you're okay with a 30. But if you're like very light complected, it's okay to use a higher SPF. But the difference is minimal.
But it is a difference. So the SPF 70, that actually will give you a bit more protection, or
maybe 1 or 2% extra. So if there's a difference in cost, it really doesn't pay. But I would say a 35 is pretty good. You know, SPF of 30. Around that number is a good one to remember. And the important thing is to have UVA and UVB coverage so that it's a total sunscreen.
Is there a right way to apply sunscreen? Does that make a difference?
I think it does, because I think we've taken pictures and sometimes you see like a red blotch somewhere in your arm.
Yes.
You have to be methodical, and I think the right amount is about 2 ounces, or like a golf ball amount, and you should apply it all over your body. Starts with your sun exposed areas, and then have somebody apply in your back if you can't get to it, to have full coverage.
Besides sunscreen, what are some other ways to prevent skin cancer?
There's a lot of ways you can do that now. There's clothing that has some protection factor in it, which really does make a difference. Hat, sunglasses, and cover up. Avoid 10 to 4 is the important message also.
Okay, and is there a part of the body that skin cancer is more likely to occur?
Certain types of skin cancer, sun-exposed areas, obviously.
Sure.
But now, with the rage of teen people going to, you know, a lot of these teenage girls going to tanning salons, we're seeing a lot of atypical moles in the torso, in the trunk. And that's a new trend, so don't go out to those tanning booths.
Right, and under the fingernails as well, right?
You have to be careful, yeah.
What is the best way to do a self-examination?
I think the best thing is to learn to recognize your moles. You have to look at yourself in the mirror, and without clothes, and look at the front, look at the back, and just make sure you recognize your moles. Because if you see something that's new, that's dark, that bleeds, that changes, you run to your dermatologist and have them check it.
And if you don't spot anything, you still recommend going for a regular checkup, right?
I think you should do self-exams once a month and then annual exams at your dermatologist.
Okay, thank you so much. Boca Raton Regional Hospital sponsors our expert and underwrites our Ask the Doctor feature.